So I want to take a look at these lens spanner wrenches that I bought. They're stainless steel and they're from a company called Neewer, N-E-E-W-E-R. To the left you see the curved double-sided flat and pointed tips set, and on the right you see the straight double-sided flat and pointed tips set. Now I bought these from Amazon. The curved set was $19.99. The straight set was $14.57. The curved set is the Neewer model number HW-05. The straight set is the Neewer model number HW-04. The specs for both sets are they're compatible with lenses of 5 to 100 millimeters in diameter, and the maximum width is 4.3 inches or 110 millimeters. Let's take a look at what you get for the fasteners. Both of them come with the same amount. Each one comes with 4 Allen head bolts, and then they come with 4 thumb screw type with knurled heads on them. Now you do get Allen wrenches. They do provide those as seen here with each set, but I prefer Bondus, the brand Bondus, and the size you're going to need is 3 millimeters if you decide to go with a different Allen wrench. Here's a close-up of the Allen head bolt that you'll get. Now if you lose that Allen head bolt and you want to get a replacement, it's going to be an M4 by 0.7 pitch. And the length of that bolt will be 6 millimeters. Here's a close-up of that thumb screw that you'll get. And as would be expected, it is the same thread as the Allen head bolts, an M4 by 0.7 pitch. And the length on this one is 5 millimeters. Both sets provide you with instructions should you need them. With each one of these spanner wrenches, you will also get cleaning cloth. Both sets provide you with plastic tips to protect them. Now this is the curved one. As you can see, the tips, instead of being straight off the body, are curved. Now, as you can see, the right side shows that it's a pointed tip, and on the left we see that it's a flat blade that has a taper on it. Here's a close-up of the pointed tip. Here we see the flat blade tip. Here is the straight blade. We have the pointed tip to the right, and then we have the flat straight tip to the left. And here we see the point on the straight blade unit. And now on the straight unit we also see the tip, which is flat. So as can be seen here, you've got, this is the straight unit, depending on whether you want to put your bar across like I do here, or you could put one in the center, have it closer together, and then you've got your 3 tapped holes with that would line up with where you have to tighten down your crossmember bar. Now here you see that I've used the knurled thumb screw, and it holds very well. But I would suspect that if you're doing something and you want to have a little bit more precise tightening, a little more control, I think I would use the Allen head bolt, because you can get a greater torque on it than you can this. Here, guys, you can see I was able to take that very thin ring off of a filter using the flat blades of the straight unit, and you can see right there the two adjacent slots that you'd put those into in order to get it out. So your retaining ring for the filter, you take those two cutouts and you'd set your flat blade in there, get it adjusted to the proper width, and then they would sit in there like that, and then you would rotate it out and do likewise to put it back in. Now I will say I wish that these bars would be graduated and notched, so that way you could put the same division, the same notch on both sides here, and then slide this over so that when you wanted to make very small adjustments to the span, it would be so much easier to do that when you could move it over, say if it was, you know, notched every ½ millimeter or so. Otherwise, doing it this way is a bit harder. So as you can see, I've started the retaining ring. I got it just a little bit below the filter cell. So now we'll go ahead and use the spanner and get it tightened down. And there it is. And I've just got it. I didn't crank down on it. I just got it just where it touches the surface. Now there's going to be times when you're going to need to have the point to take out a retaining ring. As can be seen here, you've got those 4 holes that are into that retaining ring. If I needed to change the blocking filter of this diagonal for this hydrogen alpha telescope, then I would use the points to set in there and then extract that retaining ring in the same fashion that I did with the flat blade. But in this case, the flat blade would definitely not work. You'd need to have the points. Now you can see right here where those screws did dig into this bar a little bit. See there where you can, right there, tip of my fingernail. So it may end up where down the road, if they get to interfere, take just some very, very fine emery cloth and just sand out, go over that, take out any ridges that's brought up.